Geek Culture and Tattoos. Article originally by Kate Turnipseed. Geek culture has leveled up in recent years, going from a niche to a mainstream faster than Flash on his fourth espresso. Once the domain of basement dwellers and comic shop regulars, it's now a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Comic books, video games, coding, tabletop RPGs, and all things fantastical have claimed their rightful place at the cool kids table. And what better way to show off your allegiance to that pantheon of geek gods than by permanently inking your love into your skin? That's right. Geek tattoos are the ultimate badge of honor, and they're way more impressive than your KD ratio. Comic books are the cornerstone of this inky devotion. Whether it's the bat symbol perched stoically on a shoulder blade or a full-sleeve saga of Spider-Man swinging through the skyline, comic book tattoos aren't just art, they're origin stories. They remind us of who we were when we first read The Dark Knight Returns or cried over the death of Gwen Stacy. And let's be real, who wouldn't want Wolverine's claws or Wonder Woman's lasso tattooed somewhere they can flex? It's the closest most of us will ever get to superpowers without a freak radioactive accident, and those tend to come with more side effects than benefits. But the geek tattoo game doesn't stop at comics. Oh no. This is a culture that reveres all things epic, digital, and obscure. There are people proudly rocking ink of the Konami code, others with entire sleeves dedicated to Final Fantasy summons, and still more who have diagrammed the Millennium Falcon's hyperdrive on their back. For the truly dedicated, there's the periodic table in Elvish, or Cthulhu rising out of a pixel art ocean. If you ever meet someone with a tattoo of Groot saying, "I am ink," buy them a drink. And yes, I have my own geek tattoo that I absolutely love and proudly wear that has "Life Finds a Way" from Jurassic Park written in Tolkien's Tengwar. Geek humor thrives in these designs too. Some opt for cheeky one-liners like 404 tattoo not found or a barcode labeled "Made in Wakanda." There's a guy with a tattoo of a D20 that only rolls ones, either a tribute to humility or a cry for help from a cursed dice bag. Others prefer deep cuts that only fellow nerds will get, like a Calvin and Hobbes style Deadpool or a tiny nightcrawler bamfing out of a sock. These tattoos are like Easter eggs in a Marvel post-credit scene. Funny, clever, and immensely satisfying when you catch the reference. Tattoos in geek culture are part battle cry, part fanfiction, part inside joke. They're a way to wear your obsessions on your sleeve, sometimes literally, and tell the world, yes, I do know every Green Lantern oath, and yes, I will recite them at your wedding if asked. They serve as conversation starters, story anchors, and tiny badges of resilience. After all, sitting through a 2-hour tattoo session is probably still less painful than trying to explain the X-Men timeline to a casual viewer. Geek tattoos are also a blend of nostalgia and futurism. They simultaneously honor the past and project into the speculative worlds, bridging timelines and genres. An 8-bit Mario, a neural network diagram, or a quote from Dune. Each tattoo is a story locked in time and skin, uniquely personal, yet resonant with many. The tattoo artist in this space often serves not just as a technician, but as a co-storyteller, helping translate digital or fictional imagery into a living piece of art. As geek culture continues to expand and diversify, so do the meanings and aesthetics of its tattoos. They are no longer confined to stereotypical symbols. Instead, they encompass a wide spectrum of influences, including indie games, obscure anime, open source movements, and digital art. The ink reflects the individuality of the wearer and a vast tapestry of interests that define what it means to be a geek today. Rather than fading into the background, these tattoos are worn with pride, a testament to a culture that once lived in the margins but now thrives in the spotlight. In the end, geek tattoos are about love. Love for characters who saved us, worlds that shaped us, and stories that gave us something to believe in when the real world felt a bit too monochrome. Whether it's a portrait of Buffy or a minimalist TARDIS, these marks are reminders that fantasy, fandom, and a well-timed one-liner can make reality just a little more epic. So the next time someone shows you their Gandalf quote inked across their ribs, don't just nod. Ask them if they got the one tattoo to rule them all. You might just unlock a side quest.